Leave it to JoJo to find, once again, creative ways to introduce stands and hell, even throw maybe a little sexual fan service in, but do it in a JoJo way so it becomes entertaining. Episode 14 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was absolutely amazing. I gotta say, I was actually cracking up with Fugo and just the gang kind of being like, oh no, he wasn't trying to grab you or anything, and he was just making the scene so much worse than it actually was because he legitimately just fell into Trish there, which was kind of funny there. Thinking what the key would be for this escape route. Like, my thought was maybe it's a door and it'll kind of do like some parallel dimension or something like that, or maybe it would just be a genuine vehicle, but it would do something crazy. Having the kind of mystery of just seeing our boy Bruno being like, where the hell does this key go? As literally he's being approached and who knows what could happen. I like how they're using music and just the overall directing to kind of give you this tense atmosphere. You knew he wasn't going to die there, or he wasn't going to be in that grave of danger in that moment, but it was a little nerve-wracking, and I just like how you're seeing the turtle. I knew the turtle was going to be used for something, because there's no way a turtle would just be sitting in the train station for that long. But to see that they just get sucked into the turtle, that's actually pretty damn cool. Like, I really think JoJo is the only series that can say, hey, we're gonna have a gang story, and we're gonna use a turtle as an escape route so they can hide on a train as they chill in this lounge with cool drinks and things like that. Only JoJo, and it somehow becomes cool. You say it out loud, doesn't sound that cool. But that's the kind of fun thing about JoJo, is they find these ridiculous ways to outplay themselves in past parts, and I like the idea of them being trapped on a train where you have basically two hitmen trying to figure out where the hell they went. They have to be on the train, and just seeing different powers explored. Like, we get this kind of fishing pole stand, which essentially can go through objects, it seems, and essentially can detect how many people are in a room, pull them out. Kind of, it seems like a good trap stand. Like, and that's kind of cool. Like, it kind of looks a little silly at first glance, but seeing how it was executed, especially at the end of the episode, with how literally our boy got kind of hooked, line, and sinkered, it definitely seems like a pretty useful stand, especially if you're in a group setting like he currently is. But I gotta say, the whole aging stand, that took me by surprise. You knew something was up when you keep hearing like, man, it's getting hot in here, I can't hear. I thought, yeah, there was something going on, but I was kind of a little curious. I was like, maybe the turtle's got something bad going on here. And as you see the character slowly age, and it's just very graphic, very disturbing, and really it's like, this is an old man body that should not still be breathing. I'm surprised his internal organs haven't given out and the poor guy hasn't had a stroke. That was actually pretty cool. Like, the idea of that you can have a stand that can essentially just age everyone, like, that almost seems too overpowered. And that's what I like about JoJo, is I keep saying, I've said it multiple points in this season of JoJo, the stands feel overpowered, but the great thing about JoJo is they find a way to overpower the overpowered aspect that they just introduced. Even though we have basically a train being like completely aged to the point they're all dying, obviously, as it was mentioned in the episode, if your body temperature is a bit more cool, or if you are female, you'll age a lot less than someone who is more hot, or is just a general guy. So they gave a believable reason to why some people were kind of aging faster and slower than the others, but the idea of using ice I thought was really cool. Like, I really like it when the ice was touching the characters and you just kind of see this nice animation effect to kind of start putting them back to where they were. I like how JoJo can introduce the most ridiculous and over-the-top powers, but then they can also introduce actually realistic ways of them overcoming it, at least for a time being, while one of our own goes out for a hit job. That's really, really fun. I like the destructive nature of the stand while also having a sort of trap-like stand kind of lingering in the background in case someone decides to turn on the AC, which you could probably think like, really, you gotta expect that they would booby trap the AC, but it's the JoJo cast, they're gonna make some silly mistakes off and on, and ultimately it leads off on a great cliffhanger of our boy being trapped, and who knows how he's gonna get out of that situation. The overall atmosphere was really spot on. I like how tense it was, because essentially it's a game of cat and mouse. You got our mouse sitting under the cab driver's seat there, just waiting and hoping that they don't see the turtle, which one of them did see the turtle, but I guess when everyone's being aged, the guy just didn't care. Maybe he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. It's just very interesting how they can use this atmosphere with really good sound effect design, also music, building that tense atmosphere. Like, you don't think they're going to die in that situation, but once you start seeing the age, it's like, okay, things could actually go bad if they just sit around. And that's pretty fun. Like, I like how JoJo can introduce the safe element in 1 minute, and then 2 minutes later, that safe element that was keeping them safe nothing for them to worry about is immediately thrown out the window, and it's like, okay, no longer can you play defense, you gotta go play offense. That's really, really fun. The directing was really fun. I always love it when JoJo plays around with colors, where you have these very bright mixture of colors over the character models. Honestly, I could go for a JoJo part, or maybe even just a JoJo OVA series of just ridiculous color usage and just overall effect design, where you just see images like these and you're just like, I just always want to see JoJo characters like that. It would be amazing to see, but I am glad at least pretty much every episode has shots like these, so at the very least I am still getting what I'm wanting. Just if I could have an entire episode dedicated to visuals like these, holy hell, would my day be made. This episode, I think, you know, after 1 week break of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, kicking it off with our boys riding around in a turtle on a train as everyone is being aged to the point of death, where you see kids literally crying for their mother, that is absolutely disturbing, and JoJo doesn't hold back while still remaining to be fun somehow. I don't know how they do it. Every part it goes more and more ridiculous, more and more overpowered, and I just like how this part they are still giving you believable reasons why things are happening and the ways that they can counter it, or at least start countering it, while still being over the top and ridiculous. The stands, the characters, the interactions, the voice acting, it was great, and I just love how if you knew the manga, you knew the aging was approaching, but for someone like me who's completely new to this, it was really interesting seeing one of our characters slowly lose his hearing and trying to piece together what exactly is happening. Like, it's got to be a work of a stand, but what's happening? And seeing the age just sort of happen there, that was completely shocking and disturbing, and exactly what I love about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But whatever you thought of episode 14, let me know down in that comment section below. Did you love it? Did you hate your favorite moment? Whatever you're feeling, let me know, and be sure to like the video if you did enjoy, and also hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.